Hi guys, this is Leah from Elsie's Adventures in Library Land, and welcome to my 13th in my mailbox. I haven't done an IMM video in a few weeks now. First of all being because I hadn't gotten that many books in. Second reason, and more importantly, being that 2 weeks ago I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out, and it was a really difficult and painful procedure because I had to have all 4 of them taken out, and my bottom ones were impacted, and it was just a really messy, not fun experience. So I didn't really want to do a video because A, I was recovering, and B, I looked like I had been punched in the face. So I didn't think that'd be very pretty. But anyways, I'm back now, and I have a lot of books to show you this week that I'm really excited about. The first book that I got from Penguin is The Waiting Sky by Lara Zielin. I really like the cover of this book. I'm a redhead, so I love any covers that have redheads on them. I'm just sort of naturally drawn to those, I guess you could say. It is about a girl named Jane who has an alcoholic mother, and her mom actually almost gets them killed in a car accident when she's driving drunk one night. So Jane sort of escapes by turning to her older brother Ethan and his friends who chase tornadoes. So she spends a summer chasing tornadoes. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting story. It sounds really unique. Okay, so the second book that I got from Penguin on Monday was The Implosion of Aggie Winchester. It is also by Lara Zielin. This is an art copy, but it actually came out last August, so it's already been released, so you guys can go and buy this one right now. The third book that I got in the mail from Penguin was Harbinger by Sarah Wilson Etienne. I really like the cover of this one. While we're talking about covers, let me just do a close-up of that one. It has a quote by Tamara Pierce on the cover that says, "This book is heart-wrenching, terrifying, hot, and unput-downable." I like that adjective, unput-downable. So that was a comment by Tamara Pierce on this book that's going to be coming out by Sarah Wilson Etienne. It actually came out. It came out yesterday, February 2nd, so you should be able to go and get this book now. But it is about a girl named Faye who is haunted by visions and dreams that she has. So she is sent to this academy called the Holbrook Academy, and once she gets there, she has this kind of strange connection. She feels like she's at home at this academy even though she's never been there before, and she makes friends, and then strange things start happening to her friends, like they start waking up with red stains on their hands. So it's kind of like a paranormal mystery. Alright, book number 4 from Penguin that I got on Monday was Cold Fury by T.M. Gogline. I know I'm horrible at pronouncing names, but sorry about that. Cold Fury is going to be coming out July 24th. It has a really badass cover. Check this one out. This author, T.M., I don't know what his actual name is, but he's a guy author, and you might not know this, but I really try and find YA books by male authors, or books that have male protagonists in them, because you just don't see it that often, which I think is really a shame. And some of the best books that I have read in the past year were written by male authors. If you haven't read the Leviathan series by Scott Westerfeld, you need to check those out, especially if you love steampunk. Please go and read Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. Another book by a male author that I absolutely loved and gave a 5-star rating to was Shipbreaker by Paolo Bacigalupi. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but the name of the book is Shipbreaker, and the story was absolutely incredible. The writing was absolutely stunning, just mind-blowing. I absolutely loved that book. So if you haven't seen it before, if you haven't read it, I highly recommend reading Shipbreaker. I read it right after I started my blog last year, probably in March or April, and it just blew me away. So I highly recommend that book. Oh, tangent over, I really love books that are written by male authors or books that have male protagonists in them. Cold Fury is a male author, but it is about a girl named Sarah, and her parents and brother are kidnapped, and she finds out that her family is actually a part of the Chicago mob, and before she knows it, Sarah is being pursued by members of the mob as well. So I think this is going to be an action-packed, really fast-paced adventure kind of book. I'm really looking forward to reading it because it sounds like a genre that I wouldn't normally choose to read. I haven't read a book about the mob before, so I'm really excited that I got this one. So thank you, Penguin, for this one too. Okay, and then the fifth and last book that I got from Penguin on Monday was this book called The Right and the Real. And I'd never heard of this book before. It is by an author named Joel Anthony. It's going to be released in April. I actually tried to find this book on Goodreads and I couldn't find it. I tried doing a title search and an author search and I couldn't find it. I don't know if that's because Goodreads search engine sucks or just because I wasn't searching for it correctly, but I think it's probably the first one. Don't get me wrong, I love Goodreads. I think it is an awesome social media place, but their search engine blows, and I can say that because I'm a librarian and I know my search engines. So, love you Goodreads, but you need a new search engine. Anyways, so this book is called The Right and the Real, comes out in April, and it is about a girl named Jamie who gets mixed up in a church that turns out to be a cult. So it sounds interesting, but I don't know if it's really in the genre that I would typically read. So if you guys want to check it out, please feel free to. If you find it on Goodreads, let me know how you found it because I could not. So the next book that I got in my mailbox this week was from Sourcebooks Fire, and that book is Embrace by Jessica Shirvington. Embrace is going to be coming out this March. This is actually not the final cover art for the book. I'll do a little close-up of the art cover for you. As you can see, it has feathers on it, and if you turn to the back, it kind of has a girl, but you can't see her face. So I was very excited to receive this book in the mail. However, I really do wish that it had the final cover art for it because it's absolutely gorgeous. Embrace is actually, it was originally published in Australia. The story sounds like it's going to be really good. It's a paranormal romance about fallen angels. So, gotta love the fallen angel genre, right? Sourcebooks also sent me a letter along with the book. So I will just read a little part of that to you. It says, dangerously exciting and darkly romantic, Embrace is a compelling novel of good and evil, seduction, seductive desires, and impossible choices. Lots of action, a strong female character, and two delicious boys to choose from. Who wouldn't want to linger in this fantastic world Jessica Shirvington has created? So I was definitely very excited to receive Embrace in the mail this week. It sounds like it's going to be an awesome book, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading it. So thank you very much to Sourcebooks Fire for sending this to me. Okay, so the next thing that I received in the mail over the past few weeks was some swag, and I was very excited to get it because it was actually the very first book swag that I've ever gotten. I had actually written to the author J. Anderson Coates. The J is, it stands for Zielin. So Zielin has a book coming out called The Wicked and the Just, and it is set in the Middle Ages. She sent me some signed bookmarks and also some book plates. So I'll just show those to you, a little close up there. And then the little book plate, as you can see, that is the cover of The Wicked and the Just. Let me just tell you, I am so excited about this book, The Wicked and the Just, coming out. Little story, before I started my YA book blog back in March, I read almost exclusively historical biographies set in the Middle Ages and the Renaissance time period, like about King Henry VIII and Queen Elizabeth. So I'm pretty much obsessed with any kind of book that takes place during the Renaissance or the Middle Ages. So this book sounds like it's going to be amazing, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So thank you so much, Zielin, for sending me the bookmarks and the book plates. And I'm really looking forward to reading The Wicked and the Just when it comes out. And the last book that I got in the mail was Silence by Michelle Segura. This book is the first in a new series called the Queen of the Dead series. It is going to be released this May 1st, I believe, and it's a paranormal romance that centers around a story that takes place in a graveyard, and I love the cover of this book. It is so awesome. I'm just going to do a close-up of it here really quickly. You can see that there's a picture of a girl here and her dog, and they're sort of gazing into this creepy gothic looking cemetery, and then there's this weird purple light that's really eerie over here. So I love the cover of this book, the title, and then like the scrolly stuff that kind of looks like an iron gate that you would find around an old cemetery. It's really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading Silence by Michelle Segura, and definitely add this one to your to-be-read list as well. Okay guys, so that's all that I have for this week for my IMM. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys got in your mailbox this week. If you would like to check out more about the books that I showed you, there will be links right below this video so that you can check them out on Goodreads. Have a great week, you guys, and happy reading!